Hello everyone! We all know that sometimes some unexpected circumstances occur and we need to be really fast. Our customer was invited to a very important event, so we have just 2 days to make a dress for her. A dress should be amazing. We've chosen this French lace. There's 70% of cotton in the structure. This is Spanish silk. Here's also the red net. And we also have such lace. It matches the first one. So we have 2 types of lace, silk and net. Now we are working on a sketch. Have a look at this blouse. It inspired us for making a dress. The yoke is made of net. There are tiny scallops on the neckline. Maybe we'll cut and attach these ones. Of course, the materials we have are absolutely different. Anyway, we like the design. I like this yoke made of net, and I like these big flounce. Have a look at the back. There's a slit and a button here. Well, we're going to make a dress instead of blouse. The idea is great, even though it's not new. The thing is that the customer said that she wants something similar, so this is what we're going to make. Let's have a look at the sketches made. The yoke is gonna be made of net. Here will be small scallops, and the dress itself will be made of lace. We're not sure if the flounce will be made of this way, or it will end at the shoulders. Anyway, there will definitely be a flounce on the back. We're planning to make a slit with a button here, but we don't need it if we're making a wider neckline. Now we need to cut that in for the first fitting. We need to work fast, and we've decided to show you how we do it. Here we have net, lace, silk, and a stripe of narrow lace. This Spanish silk is of a very good quality. It's amazing. This is how the dress will look like. There are white scallops on one edge of lace and narrow ones on the other. This is the net we're going to make a yoke of. The shade is a bit different, but it will still look good. Now we'll show you how to design and cut this dress. Then we'll show you the fitting and some parts of stitching. We can't make a very thorough tutorial because we need to work very fast. This is the basic pattern for our customer. First, I want to check if all the measurements are accurate. The pattern is not new, so maybe Inga's body has changed. Her chest is 107 centimeters, so the half is 53.5 centimeters. I also remember about 3 centimeters for the fitting ease, so the pattern should be 56.5 centimeters wide. It's accurate. We can start working. We need just 1 meter of silk for this dress. Svetlana is not going to cut silk. It's of a very good quality, so she will just tear it. Svetlana is going to decatize fabric now. I'm glad I've decided to shoot this tutorial. We're making a dress, but we will also show you a lot of useful techniques. You should always decatize fabric before you start cutting. Notice how Svetlana moves iron. Try to move your hands along the grain. Otherwise, you would stretch fabric. When Svetlana finishes decatizing fabrics, we'll cut them. Lace should also be decatized even though it doesn't shrink that much. We need to trace the front and the back from the basic pattern. I don't know how to work fast without having a perfect basic pattern. While Svetlana is cutting the pattern, I continue working with the design. We'll make regular darts on the chest. If we make a flounce on the front, they will be hidden underneath. Don't be afraid of making darts on lace. They're hardly seen on it. We're still not sure if we're going to make flounce on the front or it will end on the shoulders. Anyway, we need to make chest and waist darts. There will be a seam on the center back. It's almost impossible to make a dress fit such body without a seam. Today we show you the way we usually work. Today we're not in the studio, but in the fashion house. Let's get back to the dress. Now we need to decide where we want the net to end and the lace to start. About 17 centimeters down? What do you think? We need 17 centimeters. Add about 2 centimeters for the seams to each edge so that you can make some adjustments after fitting. We've decided to move the chest dart to the side seam. We also need to measure the net on the back. Svetlana, 24 centimeters will be great. Inga says that 24 centimeters will be too much. We don't want the flounce to be too long. 22 centimeters will be great. Now we need to draw the yoke and the neckline. We need to open it for about 3 centimeters. Do you remember how to cut neckline on the front and on the back? Measure them and cut the same details. We don't need this dart because the net stretches. When we cut these details, we'll check if the shoulders are even. Now we need to make the shoulders even. This one is wider because of the dart we don't need. We'll cut it. Now we'll draw the yoke. We also need to measure the length of the dress. This way? Yes, I don't want it to be short. 104 centimeters will be enough. Do you remember what to do next? I put the mark 104 centimeters on the shoulder and look at the mark on the bottom. 40 centimeters. We'll write it down that we need to add 40 centimeters. Now we can cut yoke and sew all the details. The pattern is almost ready. The yoke won't be straight on the back. We've decided to raise the back yoke a bit for the flounce not to be too long. Today we show you how we really work. You can see the real sewing process. Now you know that some decisions are made while working. That's all for today. Next time we'll continue working with this dress. We're paukšti Irina, Svetlana, and Inga. We hope that it's interesting for you to know how we really work. Subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.